Hi, my name is Praise Yes Like the Lord, and this is the School of Mothers and Maidens. The School of Mothers and Maidens was closed for quite a while. I'm its first student, and it's a school of service. Perhaps somebody out there could use a little service tambien, because around here, the whole purpose in doing any of this is to be of service to women like me. Okay, girl, buckle up. Grab a snack. This is mine. I have been on a Nerds Cluster kick. I have no idea why, other than they're tasty. And if I'm going to do Red 40, let it be tasty. Grab your snack, grab your libation. We have just a few minutes. Okay. I have groceries in the car. I have not only one, but two. And guess what? Three. Yes, three. Car seats in the car. I just had my third child. As we've gone through this, if you've been here for a little bit of time, you well know that I have had 3 kids in 3 years. I don't know why God decided that this was for me. No, I never wanted to be a mom ever in life. I wanted to live in New York. I wanted to work at a publisher or in fashion, like in the movies. I wanted to wear the heels, date the boys, travel. That's it for me, okay? However, God said not so. You're going to live in Minnesota. Not only are you going to live in Minnesota, you're going to live on a farm. I don't live on a farm, like functioning farm, like we have cows and goats and all the things. We do have chickens. So it's a farm. And you're going to have 3 kids under 3. If he would have told me that 5 years ago, I'd have been like, peace. I'm not doing it. It's not for me. It's not for me. I'm not doing it. But I'm doing it. I've experienced every level of decomposition when it comes to who I once was. Besides physically dying, I have died. I have died. I've never been in a place where I don't feel like myself, like how I am currently. I don't even remember what that looks like. Yes, I just had a baby a couple weeks ago, so I know that that's a part of it, but it's different this time. This time, not feeling like myself also is a parallel to who I need to be for my daughter. Okay? Having a daughter has transformed me in such a way where I can no longer live in Loserville, USA. I don't know. I never really understood when people are like, what's your reason why? Usually it would be somebody's child, right? But your reason why tends to show up when you need to have a reason why. I guess I didn't need to have a reason why before, which is why I wasn't completing the things that needed to be done. But now I have a reason why. My daughter. It's not that my daughter is my favorite child. It's not that I love her any more than her brothers. It's that I recognize the impact that I will have as her mom, and I can't be who I was in. See what you're doing here? What you're doing here is you're teaching me a lesson as I'm trying to teach a lesson. But okay, Lord. I can't be who I once was and her mom at the same time. So this is the whole point of the School of Mothers and Maidens. It's not for you to dissolve who you are. It's to embrace who you're becoming. And the becoming is never ending, which is why we embrace where we are right now and give ourselves grace. That's not what we're talking about. So let me paint a picture for you. 1 kid, 2 kid, 3 kids. 3rd kid really hurt me. It hit me where it hurt because I have had many an argument with my husband about not desiring to have any more kids, especially not wanting to have a daughter. Again, I really have never understood the enchantment with children. To me, children are just tiny human beings, and not all children are made equal. What I mean by that is, yes, all are precious in his sight. All are not precious in mine. I like kids to an extent, but again, because they're tiny people, I can see when a kid is perverse. I can see when a kid is just bad. And I've experienced perverse, evil, wicked children who have grown to be evil, wicked adults. So I never was enchanted by children. I never was enchanted by motherhood, because motherhood to me was like where dreams went to die. But I'm finding, since I've had my daughter in these last however long it's been, that this is where dreams come to thrive. Yeah. You heard me correctly. This is where dreams come to thrive. This is where dreams come to be made manifest. There are giants in the promised land. And that's what we're talking about today. There are giants in the promised land. The promised land is not meant to be a place that keeps you the same. The promised land, You may have gone through the desert. You may have gone through the desert and even felt like, okay, I have some things handled under my belt, but you still haven't faced the giants. And oftentimes the giant is you. And the great thing about God is he's going to let you meet all the things in the desert that can't come with you in the promised land. He's going to let you stretch. He's going to let you grow. But then when you get to the promised land, you'll be faced with giants. So all of that foolishness that you were doing before, you can't do it here. Let's look around where I live now. I live on a reasonable amount of acres, and everything is old. Why? Because no one's lived here for a while, and the person that lived here previously, I'm pretty sure they built this space because they're so well known in the neighborhood. They're like, oh, you just bought so-and-so's house, farm. Sure, he's a well-known man. It's wonderful and beautiful, actually, to have such a great reputation. Neither here nor there. Everything is old. Everything needs to be put together. Everything needs to be redone. Everything needs to be revamped. Everything. And I'm looking at God and I'm thinking to myself, why? You know I like a brand new. You know I like a brand new. And he's saying to me, we're building this time. We're not just existing in the brand new. We're building this time. And that's what life looks like internally. Internally, I'm building this time. We've talked about this, but I never followed through with it. I never have followed through with anything. I've not followed through with anything. Why? Because I haven't had a reason why. I live a very comfortable life. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a stay-at-home wife. My husband takes such good care of me. Glory to God. But that's not even my personality. I never dreamt of being a stay-at-home wife. I never dreamt of being a stay-at-home mom, except for the cutie, like, oh, I'd love to drop the kids off and then, go do Pilates. Like, that was the extent of thought about marriage and wifedom and motherhood. That was the extent. Oh, my husband and I are going to travel. That was the extent. Oh, I'm going to meet the love of my life. That was the extent. I never thought about marriage. I never thought about all this. This is a lot for me. And if you're in the same place where you feel like this is a lot for you, welcome. Have a seat, grab a libation, grab a snack. These are actually really good. I can't live in Loserville, USA anymore because I will actually impact her life. Who's been the most impactful person in my life? My mom. My mom is my mom. There's no one on this planet that understands me, that empathizes with me, that can bring me out of the trenches like my mother. And she is not a loser. That woman is incredible. I thought I just heard my toddler, so I need to hurry up. That woman is incredible. That woman is everything that a woman ought to be. That woman is capable. She's determined. She's smart. She's beautiful. She can dress. She can speak. She's just everything a woman ought to be. And she taught me so much. And now I feel like the torch has been handed because I have a daughter. Okay? So where are we going to start? Because I need a plan, but I can't use the same types of plans that I've been using. I can only use what God has told me to do, which I've not been obedient to, but that's why we're here together. There are giants in the promised land. Our homework for this week is create a vision board. Everything I've ever put on a vision board has always come to fruition every single freaking time, everything. So I'm going to ask for the big fat things because he always gives me all the things. So I'm asking for the things. I want a Porsche. 2-seater, black, red interior. Because I just feel like a Porsche will go with all my outfits. And I could ask for something a little bit more sporty and Italian. Porsche is not Italian, but I could ask for something a bit more sporty and Italian. Is it Italian? I just feel like with the constraints of living in a place that snows all the time, I want to be able to drive my car and not think, oh, somebody could nick it or it could get hit by ice or like whatever. So I feel like a Porsche is doable for that. That's going on there. That's just something miscellaneous to show. Ask for whatever you freaking want on your vision board. Stop playing games. Okay. We're creating a vision board. Spirit, mind, body, miscellaneous. Spirit, mind, body are the focus because I feel like when you have these things in order, the miscellaneous, i.e. work and travel and all those things, always come into where they're supposed to be when you have these three things in order. Go make your vision board. As you're making your vision board, put the things on your vision board that you feel are ridiculous because they might be, but they'll happen. There are giants in the promised land. This place that we live on, this land, that is a reference to Medea's family reunion. Catch if you caught. On this land that we live on is a result of a promise that God made us 7 years ago. Crazy. He made us his promise 7 years ago. And here we are on this land today. There are giants in the promised land. We have to fix things that are around here. It's old. We're like, how the heck? There are giants in the promised land. So what are the giants that are going to be in your promised land? What has he told you? What have you seen in your dreams and your visions? What are your goals that you feel like are absolutely ridiculous? Because guess what? The ridiculous happens. This is the ridiculous, and I'm living here now. I can't afford to be a loser. So I would love if you would follow me on this journey. I don't want to say that and not show. If you've been here before, I've told you many a time, I would love for you to follow me on this journey. And guess what? I haven't followed through. Do you know why? Because I have lived a very comfortable life. It's not comfortable anymore. So I would love for you to follow me on this journey. By the next time I see you, I need you to have your vision board prepared. I need you to have your mind right. I need you to be willing and open to the unexpected because it's happening in the promised land. But first, I need you to know the giants that are in the promised land, and they're only going to come forth if you're able to see what it is that you desire to come out of the promised land and see the forces that are stopping you from getting there. Anyway, I'll see you soon. My toddler's awakening, and we have more to discuss after this.